Hi everyone, it's Angela. Hope all is well with you today. Just had some things on my heart that I wanted to share. I hadn't been on in a while. It always feels like a confessional. But yeah, so all is good. I wanted to share that probably in September or early October, I was diagnosed with having a torn meniscus and arthritis in my right knee. Like so much arthritis, in fact, that they said that I was not a candidate for the surgery, the repair for my meniscus. And so the orthopedist, what he did when he said, hey, just take this particular medicine. People who have arthritis, this is what they take, and didn't give me any advice, didn't give me anything that I could use or do to, get better. Just take this medicine, right? So I started, was talking to my primary care doctor, and I said, look, this is inflammation in my joints. How can we reverse this? Because inflammation is reversible. And she just kind of looked at me for a minute, and then she said, okay, this is what I want you to do. So she told me to take glucosamine, and she had said this other thing that helps with weight loss. So weight loss and changing what she did not say was changing your diet, right? Because so research has found that a lot of the things that we put in our mouth causes inflammation, right? And so for me, I was having a problem with my knee for some time. I don't even know how much time, but just for some time. And I was saying, okay, let me just take it easy. And then it got to the point where it was swollen, and then it got to the point where it was hurting. And then when I, went to the emergency room, they said you might need an MRI. And then that brings us up to getting the MRI. But, what I liken this situation to is that oftentimes, even in our households, we deal with dysfunction. We know something's wrong, and we've been doing the same thing over and over. Maybe you just need to, do this. Maybe you just need to do that. In our households, we go with what we've been doing, with how we talk with one another, or the things that we eat. We eat like the fast foods and the dairy and the meat and the highly processed foods, and all those things over time can create a problem in the body. And we see that in our communities, right? And even I'm waiting on my son. Even when I think about the things that we do that our parents did, the yelling, the spanking, the not having a plan for our kids, those type of things can cause long-term effects. The same way with ingesting the wrong thing can cause inflammation and the wrong effects. Inflammation in the family could be things that cause your family not to be able to move and flow the way it needs to, right? And the thing is that if we don't do something different or try to figure out what we need to do different to stop the problem, then we're just going to keep on, and we're going to be damaging ourselves in the long run. For me, I changed my diet. So I am not 100% vegan. I probably call myself a vegetarian more than a vegan. But the week that I got that diagnosis, I did 100% all raw foods. And do you know, in that week's time that I stopped limping? I haven't been limping. The pain medicine that the doctor prescribed, I have not been taking that pain medicine. One of the women that I met at Mom's Organic, I don't know if you have a Mom's Organic where you live, but she was telling me about curcumin. It looks like cumin with a C-U-R, which is basically a type of cumin. She said for her, it's kind of like a natural ibuprofen. And so for her, she was talking about all these different aches and pains and joint issues that she has. And so her including that in her diet has worked. So I started using it. And I used it probably for about 2 weeks, and now just kind of off and on as needed. And I really haven't needed it just by changing my diet. And the reason I'm saying this is that oftentimes it's the small things that we do that can make a difference in our natural body, but as well as our family, our outer body, our family, that's our body, right? Learning the things that we need to do. So for me, I'm learning how to take better care of my natural body, but I'm also in the process. I've got a couple of more weeks before my class starts, so I'm going to be taking classes to become a parent trainer, a parent coach rather. And I've been doing parent coaching. If you followed any of my posts for any period of time, that's what I've been doing. I just didn't have a name for it. So I'm actually going to be certified to do what I've been doing, right? But this will, fill in some of the gaps that I felt like I've needed. But more than anything, it will help me to be better able to help the people who've been following me, better able to help the parents that I've been wanting to serve for the longest. So I encourage you to follow the posts that I've been doing. So as I'm getting nuggets, I'm going to be releasing nuggets. And because I'm just wanting the best for our families. So take care and talk to you soon. This is Angela.